Hey everybody, this is David here, aka Chessman, and I'm back training with the bots. And today I'm gonna play some games against Maria, but I'm gonna do it without the help of the engine, just to see where I'm at. I've been practicing off camera, so I want to test myself against Maria, and we'll see where we go from there. I'm debating whether I really I think I'm kind of getting tired of E4. So I think if today goes well, what I'm going to do is next time I'm going to start by either playing D4 or playing something with the black pieces. So that's what I think I'm going to do. But let's see what happens today. Let's start. Alakine. I haven't actually seen this opening too much, so Maria, I've been winning, but she throws openings that I'm not familiar with, and it really takes a lot out of me. So it's definitely a challenge. I know to play D4. I've been trying to learn the openings more to at least get through the first six moves with knowing the opening, but I still have a ways to go. This looks right. And now I'm not sure what to do. I kind of want to give this fork, but I also want to take this pawn. Problem with this fork is black can check me with the queen. Uh, so I think I'm going to take this pawn. Yeah. Man, I think I'm going to lose this pawn because check and the queen and the knight are attacking this pawn. So what should I do? I'm either going to lose this pawn or this pawn. So, maybe I have to play this fork. Man, hope I don't lose this game. But it just shows me that I still got a long ways to go. Man, Maria's already definitely throwing a challenge at me. Huh. Okay, let's see. Uh, let's see. I guess I'm gonna check. I'm gonna attack. Okay, so now I have a decision. Am I taking the knight or am I taking the pawn? Attacking the queen. I think I'm taking the knight. Let's do that. Now, do I dare taking that pawn? I think so. Now I really need to develop my pieces. Queen was attacking this pawn. Uh, I want a castle, but I think I'm going to play knight here, threatening this. Let me just see if... Yeah, let's do it. And I think it works. I'm going to take with the pawn, just to make sure I keep defending this pawn. And I'll definitely be taking the queen. See, so I'm winning, but it took some effort. It definitely was not an easy win, and I definitely haven't won yet. Now I got to figure out how to coordinate these pieces. Uh, hmm. I think I need to defend this pawn more, because he's got the bishop, the knight, and could have the rook attacking this pawn. So I'm gonna... Of course, I could go here. Of course, the pawn's hanging, so I gotta defend it. Yep. Uh... I'm worried about this pawn, so I'm thinking about playing that. I think that's the only move. So I'm gonna do it. Huh, I might be in trouble. Huh. I think queen here, check, defends this pawn. Of course, he could play knight here, attacking my queen. The pawn's pinned. Okay, so, well, this comes with check, so I'm going to play it because it comes with check. I need a really good move. Maybe castles. If I castle, the rook will help defend this pawn, and then I can move my queen. So again, castles. If knight goes here, where do I move my queen? Think I can move it here. Of course, maybe... Yeah, I'm going to castle. That's another move. Yep. Come on, I'm totally winning, but it's a tough game. That's why, man, I don't know if I think Maria is challenging enough. So, man, I don't think I'm ready to move on from Maria, even if I win these games. I think I need to keep practicing, like a lot more. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start playing, because I need to figure out what I'm playing as black. So, I'm probably gonna start playing something else besides e4. I need to work on the rest of my openings. Let's see. Okay, I need to come up with a move. Uh, uh, man, I want to bring this rook in. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is rook here. I don't know if that was a good move or not. I need Maria to mess up. uh, Thinking that wasn't the best move, and I think I need to take this rook. Uh, huh. Yeah. I don't see any bad forks with his knight or her knight that's guarded. So I'm thinking about just taking this pawn. You know, knights can be tricky, but I'm going to take this pawn. I just got to be careful I don't fall for some fork. But I think I'm going to take this pawn. I'll take the knight. That was like the first mistake that black made, I think, in the whole game. Now let's see. How can I try to end this? I think I'm just going to go here. Threaten this pawn. Threaten this pawn. I'm just going to trade rooks. I'm not going to overcomplicate this. I was thinking about bringing my knight in, but there's no reason to do all that. Let's try it, though. Maybe we'll get a mate. Oh, we'll take that. It's close to mate, but I don't see it. Actually, I think I see it. No, I don't. I'm just going to take this pawn. It's too hard. Okay. Let's just promote. This is terrible. I don't know. I'm afraid I'm going to stalemate. I think this is mate. There we go. Huh. See, that was a pretty tough game the whole way through. until like near the end where she dropped the knight. But otherwise than that, that was a tough win. Very challenging. Come on. Why does it do that? But let's try another game. You know what? I'm pretty sure I should stick with Maria, but I'm thinking of going one level higher just to see. Let's just try it. I haven't played against Sven at all. Let's just try it. Let's see if I lose. But I'm pretty sure I should stick with Maria, but let's just try it. I always kind of forget if it's D4 or Rook E1. I think they're both playable. I tend to play D4. That's where I don't quite remember. Uh, Not sure. I want to take the pawn back, but then the knight takes. So should I go Rook E1? I think I'm going to take the knight. I'm just going to take. And then I think I'll just take the pawn. If the bishop attacks me, I'll just come back. I don't like this. I don't know what that does. I think I'm just gonna. I've never seen this before. I don't think. Dang, I'm stuck. Let's bring the knight back. Because I wanted to go knight here, but I would drop the pawn. Man, I don't like this. Sheesh. Son of a gun. The only move I see is this. But I'm worried the bishop and queen are gonna pile up on my knight. Huh. I don't know. I think I'm in trouble. But I'm just gonna develop the rook. Keep this bishop pinned. Okay, I'm glad he pulled his bishop back. That makes me feel a little bit better. But what now? The only thing I can see is knight here. I don't know how much I like it, but it's all I see, so I'm gonna play it. Okay, I got one knight that can go here, one knight that can go here. One of those has to be the move. I like the idea that I can at least get the bishop. Well, actually, he can drop back and defend, but that's still probably better for me. Alright, let's do it. I kind of really want that bishop. I think I'm going to take it. Now what? I feel like I'm surviving so far. But how do I... My pawn structure is better. So if I could get into an endgame, I'd probably win. Because this pawn's weak. So I should probably pile up on that pawn. I think first I'm just going to defend this pawn again. Worried about this knight dropping in. There's nothing... There's not... Well, I can... I could attack it and try to win it. That might be winning, actually. Maybe here's better, because if the knight drops back, then at least I can take it. And then take this pawn maybe with check and go up a pawn. Alright, I think that's what I'm going to go for. Okay, am I happy with just going up a pawn? Am I really winning a pawn? Boy, this is a tough game. It was tough getting out of the opening. Alright. Takes. And I think I'm fine. So let's do it. Huh. I like how this bishop is just staring at these pawns. I like that. It's not, doesn't look very good. I should double up my rooks. So I should get my bishop out. Question is, do I want my bishop to go here or here? I wish the knight wasn't so active. It can get really active. I don't like that. Can't go here. Can't go here right yet because my rook defends it, but it can go here. Then what do I do? Goes here. Push pawn. And then I think I'm okay. course, if I go bishop here, if he takes, I take with the knight, threatens this pawn. But he can just move the pawn. I'm gonna go here. I think my bishop is better than his bishop. Uh-oh, he's counterattacking. But I think he just dropped another pawn. Takes, takes, takes. But I'll be giving up the center file. Is that wise? I think I'll do it, because if the rook goes here, I think I can still bring my rook over because the knight is defending that square. So I think I'm going to do it. I want to go up another pawn. But if I can get back to this file, I will. Pretty sure I'm going to take that pawn. Okay, I don't know why he did that. To me, that was the first mistake the bot made on the 22nd move. Or 21st move. Alright. Now, how do I convert this? I got some bad pawns. So I still don't know how to convert this. Let's see. Doubling up might be the right way. I also want to get my knight involved. Let's just double up the rooks. I think I'm gonna go here. Maybe not. Well, if I go there, he can come here. Then I'd have to drop back here. You know, let's attack that pawn. Let's force him to play that. Okay. Now I think I'll jump here. No. No nice forks yet. I'm going to go here to protect the knight, but also give a place for my king to go. In case that way, if he drops down to there, I can block. So I'm going to block. And if he checks me, I can move up my king. What to do? I think maybe just trade rooks. No, because then he'll win a pawn. He'll win my pawns. Thinking about bringing my knight back down to help guard this square. I think that's what I'm going to do. I definitely like that. Now what? I have a feeling I'm going to lose this pawn. I guess let's bring the king to help control this file. That way maybe I can go over if I feel like it. Yeah, let's just do it. Obviously if we trade, I'm totally winning. I'm just gonna go there. Ugh. I would so love to skewer the king and the rook. Do I have a good move? Huh. I'm gonna try it. Maybe he'll fall for it. And he did. So let's check. Get the rook. And let's just convert this. Just bring the king up. Now we're good. Now just not stalemate. Let's see if we can corral this king. There we go. Yeah, trying to do a stalemate. If I go knight here, that's stalemate. I think let's just push. Then let's bring the knight in. Huh, still won't give up, huh? Man, another stalemate attempt. I gotta bring my knight back so I don't stalemate. Dang, this is ridiculous. Alright, I guess I'll just bring my king in. There we go. Man, about time. Took 64 moves. Oh, that was tough. I guess let's do one more game and we'll go up one more level. We'll try Nelson. I'll probably lose to him. And we'll stick with e4. Great. I don't know what to play against this. I could just take the pawn. I think that's the move. I'm probably going to lose this pawn in exchange. But let's see. The queen. Okay, let's. Dang. I gotta defend mate. And I would prefer not to lose my knight. Okay, I could do d4. That would attack the bishop, block the bishop, attack the bishop, and defend my knight. Of course, you could take this pawn with the queen. Maybe queen here. That defends the pawn. It also threatens this. And dang, this is tough. Okay, what are all the moves? I need to defend mate. And I want, if I lose the pawn, I lose the pawn. But I would like to not lose this knight. That's the goal. So if I go g3, takes this with check, and I lose my knight. Unless I go queen here. But then he takes that pawn. That looks messy. I don't like it. So g3 is out. What about queen here? Defends both pawns. I think that's the move. Alright, that's it. I really want to get my knight back here. And I think I have to. My knight back there defends this pawn and attacks the queen. So I think that looks good. And he brings the queen back. That was probably his biggest mistake so far. Because I survived the opening. I survived it. Now let's not make any mistakes. Okay. Thinking of d4, I'm thinking of e5. And quickly grab the center. I think I'm going to go e5. And I'll go d4. Uh, I could defend. I could push. I'm gonna push. I got the space advantage, and I think I gotta keep it. Maybe go there. I think just develop the knight. Or do I want to trade queens? Maybe trade queens. Alright, let's give this a shot. Takes me, I'm happy to develop my bishop with tempo. I'll do that. Now, I think I want to just castle. If I go here, then my bishop gets trapped. So I can't go there. Where's a good place for my bishop? Maybe here. That way I can go here and here. Alright, let's try it. I think I really want to get c4 in. I think I gotta take that. I don't know if I like it, but... Alright, let's just take... And let's defend that pawn. I am pretty sure I'm taking that knight. That looks like the first real mistake. I think let's give the king a check. See where it probably blocks with the bishop. Nope. Moves instead. I'm up material. So trading down is fine with me. Let's see. Let's attack this knight. I don't see any good squares for it to jump to, so I think it's fine. Huh. I think rook just here. I mean, I like the idea of doubling up these pawns, but I also don't like the idea of leaving my opponent with two bishops. So I'm kind of debating whether to make this trade. It's just... If I go here, the bishop retreats. I don't really have a good job for this bishop. So I think I'm going to trade. Now what? I think I gotta move my knight. So either here or here. Let me think. I think I'm gonna go here because I'm thinking I want to go here and here, or here and here. So let's do that. I would go this way, but then the bishop can pin me because my bishop is undefended. So I think I need to go this way. If the bishop drops down, then I just cover. Then I gotta watch for these pawn pushes. Alright, I think that's a plan. Let's do it. I think this is a good opportunity to trade off a pair of bishops. Go in here. If he doesn't, then I will win a pawn. So, yeah, I think that's the way to go. He gives up the rook for 2 pieces. Huh. What should I do? Should I take the bishop or the rook? That was a good move. I did not see that. Alright. Okay, let's count them to 2 rooks versus 2 rooks. Knight and bishop versus 2 bishops. And I got 3, 4, 5, 6 pawns versus 6 pawns. So, man, if I take the rook, right. Man, I need a good move. Man, this is a tough one. I think I gotta take this bishop. Take, then I move the knight. No, I take, okay, I'm gonna take this bishop. Alright, so 2 rooks, 2 rooks. So I have an extra piece. Okay, and my bishop's under attack, so I need to move it. It looks like I could go here, try to win this pawn. The rook wouldn't be able to defend. So let's do that. Of course I'm going to lose a pawn. Dang. Uh, I got no choice. Dang it. The pawn he's going to win is way more valuable than the pawn I just won. He doesn't take, though. That's crazy. I guess I got to push it. That might have been the second mistake of the game. Now I'm really tempted to go here. Check, he's got to take, and then I queen. That looks good. But if he moves, I take the rook, and then he takes this pawn. Do I mind losing a pawn? I think we're good. Yeah, that's what I figured. I gotta take the rook. And then hopefully I survive this. Oh man, I did not see that the bishop was defending. I didn't see that. What is wrong with me? Dang it. That sucks. I totally didn't see that the bishop was defending. Luckily, I'm still up a piece. Huh. I think I'm just going to defend this pawn. Because luckily, I think my position is still a lot better. So I got lucky. So let's just defend that pawn. My bishop could drop back here. I really think I need to get my rook into the game. Let's see. If I go rook here, I'm pretty sure it forces the bishop to go back there. Then I go rook here. Because I'll be threatening to threaten his bishop. I think let's do that. I will definitely promote and win a bishop. Now I gotta convert this. Let's see. This bishop guards that square, this rook guards that square, and the knight guards that square. So that's good. Because I gotta be careful about back rank. But this blocks that, stops that square from being checkmate, so. Let's see. Maybe I just go after this pawn. Again, knight covers this square, bishop covers that square. Alright, let's do it. Alright, let's just take. I think this is good. I wish I could discover check the rook. I think here is still good though. If I go here, let's see. The rook blocks, I'm happy to take. So if the rook blocks, that's no problem. If the pawn blocks, I take. So the king has to move. King can't go here, here, here. If he goes here, then I fork the rook and the king. If he goes here, that's the only good move. But I could still take this pawn. Alright, that's good enough for me. Hopefully he makes one of the bad moves. Nope, makes the good move. Funny enough, if I take this, it guards this square. Hmm. Let's take. I think I got this. I knew that. Where do I save my bishop? I think I have to come around here. Yeah, I think here. Let's attack this pawn. I don't see how he defends it. Let's take. Looking at another pawn. Alright, I think let's just push this pawn. Try to make a queen. Thinking of going here. But I'm also thinking I'll just push this and get behind it. That was a bad move. Let's just take this pawn so he doesn't push and try to do something. Let's bring it back. Alright, let's push. Push. Defend. Attack the rook with the bishop. We win the rook. Let's try not to stalemate. Let's just go here and then promote the pawn. All right, that was a good game. Again, I'm winning these games, but I definitely could still use practice. So, yeah, I think I'm going to keep practicing with the intermediate bots. Maybe try to learn some more openings with them. Probably off stream. But I think next stream I'm going to start playing with the black pieces. And I'm going to start trying to build that up. Because I'm confident enough with e4 for now. And once I get what I'm going to play with black caught up, then I'll probably figure out what I'm going to play with d4, then what I'm going to play with c4, knight f3, and then a bunch of openings for black, how I'm going to play the Sicilian, the Caro-Kann, the French defense, and then the openings with e5, e4, e5. That's a whole other bag of tricks that I'm going to have to figure out. But that was pretty good for today. If you have any suggestions of how I should do this, just tell me in the comments. But if you haven't already, please like and subscribe my channel, and I hope you have a good one. See you.